All right, hello and welcome everybody to another First to 10 exhibition match brought to you by New Challenger. This time around, we've got for you an EU matchup. Everything that we've done so far has been North America, but this time we have a couple of prominent players from EU here to, or EU region, I should say, here to give you a cool match. My name is Mount Lover, as always, and I'm here with Ras. Ras, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Ras, the Russian ROG player, the Ivan Drago of of Street Fighter V. How's it going? What can you tell me about these two players that we have lined up today?
Right, these two players are both avid online players, and of course, both of them have decent experience offline. But whereas online, one might say that they're of equal skill from the first glance. Obviously, Packz has a lot more of offline experience coming from such a dominant region as the UK.
Mm-hmm. I've been following a lot of Packz myself, despite him being an EU player. He's one of the EU players I've had my eye on, just because he's a man after my own heart. He used to be a Karen main, which, as a Karen main, I keep my eye on everybody who plays Karen. And he's also a bit of a lab monster, which I can definitely relate to. I definitely do spend the vast majority of my time in-game in the lab. And so I can relate to Packz there. And sure enough, whenever you see a match in tournament with Packz, you always hear the commentators talking about how Packz is demonstrating this and that tech that nobody has known about until now. How Packz has labbed out this and that situation to no end. And if you want to see Packz's labbing skills, you can actually tune into him at youtube.com/frameadvantage, where he just records little sessions, little lab sessions, and shows off what he's learned, what there is to learn, just practices stuff, and just labs with new characters. And Ixion is also an entertaining fellow. Ixion is a pretty avid Twitch streamer. You can catch him at twitch.tv/Ixion_90, and he's colorful. He's maybe I don't know, maybe he's like the European Christitarian in that aspect. He loves to complain about Nash, and yet he has been a Nash loyalist all his life. And it's real. Oh, speaking of Ixion, here he is. And yeah, if you want to see what kind of I don't know, I can't explain it. Just tune into his Twitch channel, and you'll get a feel for what kind of person Ixion is. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead, and now that they're both in the lobby, let's go ahead and jump into the match. What's up, everybody in the Twitch chat, by the way? Shout outs to everybody. How's it going? Admiral Catch, Rickmeister, and Standard Toaster, who's apparently very impatient and wants to see the match. Teeny Tiny Tony, how's it going? Rooting for Packz. Let me know in the chat who you're rooting for, who you think might take this, and by how much. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, Packz. I mentioned that he's a former Karen player, but now he has switched to Cody, who a lot of people are now saying is one of the top, if not the top, DLC character for this season. So we'll see if Packz can demonstrate Cody's strength the same way that 801 Strider demonstrated G's strength a couple of exhibitions ago.
This is going to be a spectacle to see, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to learn a lot. I've seen Ixion's play, and I've seen Packz's play, but I've never seen Packz's Cody, and I haven't seen a lot of Cody to begin with, so I have no idea how this matchup is going to go. Of course, knowing Nash, every matchup is 5-5.
There's a thing to note that whereas I don't know if Ixion has good Cody experience, I am aware that Packz has a pocket Nash, and that means he definitely has the know-how in the matchup.
Yeah, I have seen Ixion match up against some Cody players in tournament, but I don't know that. I think this might be some of his first experience against a Cody player of Packz's caliber, but so let's see how this goes.
Round one.
Ixion with an interesting little color palette on that Shinobi Nash.
I think he calls this costume the Mega Man Nash.
The Mega Man Nash, I like it.
Right, we're seeing some sort of gimmicky pressure out of Ixion. He's whiffing that back roundhouse.
Yeah, with Nash, you've got to take what you can get, and you will see Ixion sort of mix up the gimmicky stuff with the solid stuff just to keep you guessing.
Both players just throwing out buttons and specials so far, seeing what sticks in neutral.
Yeah, feeling each other out with fireballs. Ixion somehow already has 2 bars.
Yeah, wow. That was a misplaced jump. Packz struggling to get in right now. That's surprising.
Yeah, just feeling the matchup out a little bit. It actually looks to me like Ixion might have more, might be more confident in the Cody matchup than Packz is here with his Cody against Ixion and Nash. But we'll see how this shapes up. Confirmation of the Zonk.
Looks like the round is starting out completely like the polar opposite of what happened last time. I've heard a lot of Cody players complain about him not being able to get in very well.
I don't understand that at all. He's got a +3 EX Zonk, but hey.
If you look at the frame data on Zonk and the startup animation, you'll find that it's actually very difficult to use that move if the opponent is throwing out any buttons in neutral whatsoever.
Oh yeah, really easy
because it's very difficult to whiff punish something with it, but it is much more easy to get stuffed trying to do EX Zonk, which is why Packz isn't throwing it out.
Yeah, I guess maybe then you can't use it like you'd use a Balrog EX Dash Punch.
Absolutely.
A little bit more careful with it.
The startup on that move is 15 frames. That's very slow for a move you're just going to throw out.
Oh, yeah, just like that, it got whiffed. Ixion backdashing, maybe feeling out that EX Zonk was coming. Good timing on the just frame fireball.
Oh, this might spell the end for Ixion.
Alright, here we go.
Wow, what a turnaround.
That was interesting. Packz backed up a little bit there and like made it look like he was going to go for a ship. He came right back in for the throw. Ixion was not ready for it.
Very patient play from Packz. The same cannot be said for Ixion.
Ixion is a very ham player.
Oh wow! Speaking of ham.
Speaking of ham.
It should be noted that what we saw last round is something that I've made the observation of myself playing Ixion. He's very afraid of command grabs, regardless of which ones they are.
Interesting.
He jumped like 4 times in the corner last round, which is why pretty much why he lost that game.
Yeah, Ixion right here, not wanting to give up any space. He's doing anything he can do to avoid getting cornered. That finally manages to jump out.
Got a lucky dash under there. I'm not sure if that was intended. Cody has good jump-in buttons from range, but I'm not sure how his cross-up game is. And look at that, Ixion is jumping again.
Ooh, Packz! Just good timing there on those just frame rocks. Alright, Packz sort of pushing Ixion into the corner, and yeah,
wow,
he knew that was coming. And that anti-air, Packz says that is the best anti-air in the game.
That might very well be true.
Yeah, the anti-air frames on that thing, in addition to the fact that it hits both in front and behind. That is a damn good anti-air, and you can tell that Packz knew that Ixion was going to come out with something like that because he's been demonstrating all game so far that he does not want to get cornered.
Already we're seeing what could possibly be construed as a lack of matchup knowledge from Ixion. A little known fact is that Cody does not get a real command grab mix-up after EX Zonk on block. You can actually walk back and walk out of the range of the command grab. And while he can of course go for a low, most Cody players don't do that and go for the chain instead.
Interesting. Does that still apply to Nash's like walk back speed, I wonder?
That is a very good point.
Alright, there we go, +3, and there he goes for the frame trap jab. Catches Ixion doing something, probably backdashing.
Yeah, that might very well be the case.
Ooh, the setup upwards rock, and yeah, Ixion just backs up out of that. Ixion closing that out with the Sonic Scythe.
Despite losing that round, Packz is seeming very confident right now. Playing patiently, just biding his time, trying to get in, abuse that trigger.
Yeah, Packz in the corner here, but he's not worried about it. Gets a crush counter, immediately works his way out.
Throws out a sweep.
Ooh, EX Zonk keeps you in the corner. Oh, I like it. He had the reactions there to punish that V-reversal, but he was a little bit too early, which that sucks.
Now the situation is different in corner. Of course, you can't walk back if your back is to the wall, so Ixion becomes much stronger there.
Packz twice has the correct call out on that V reversal. Didn't get as much damage as he possibly could have off of that jump in. He's probably expecting Ixion to recover and block it.
What a dangerous drop there. And this might be the end for Ixion. Yep.
The one interesting thing that I'm just now remembering is that Ixion sticks with V-Trigger 1, despite Nash having a pretty good V-Trigger 2, I feel.
In Ixion's opinion, it is extremely underwhelming.
Yeah.
And of course, I do have to say that it's not so much that VT1 is so good that VT2 in comparison is just not worth using. It's more so that, oh my god.
Ooh, big YOLO critical art there, and it does get blocked and punished, and this might be it.
I think that is it for game 2, yeah. Now, another thing to note is that unlike the EX Zonk mix-up on block, which you can walk back out of, regular Zonk on hit is actually a real mix-up, and that's why he went for a shimmy right there, because he could have thrown without walking forward.
Gotcha. Yeah, not super dominating so far, but Packz has just been keeping his composure a little bit better, and sort of capitalizing on a lot of the I don't want to say bad decisions, but a lot of the gimmicky options that the Ixion's been going for.
Yeah, so far it seems to just be a battle of confidence in which Packz is definitely winning. Ixion does not seem to be able to find proper footing in the matchup.
So we saw the third V reversal there that Packz was ready for, but again, just narrowly not getting that punish there. I'm not sure if there's something better that Cody has, but you can bet that Packz is going to be trying to punish that V reversal a little bit better the more that Ixion uses it. Once he finds that answer, that's going to be it.
And Packz has been so good on blocking those V-trigger mix-ups in neutral. Maybe he has some tech.
Maybe he's labbed it out. Ixion using that non-existent walk speed to try and do some micro spacing. Still within EX Zonk range, unfortunately, though. And that's going to be it for that round.
That's how I handle things.
Packz seems to have found a punish for Nash's forward fears, which might spell trouble for Ixion, seeing how much he's using that button in neutral.
Yeah, Ixion sort of loves to use that button as sort of a stay off me, this is my range kind of button. And yeah, if Packz can just bait that out and punish it, then that's it. Ooh, just jump in, right over it, even gets the whiff punish into the corner. This is looking bad for Ixion right now. There's the V reversal. Oh, he tried to crouch fierce at that time. Didn't quite work. Packz is trying to figure out something. He's done something different to answer that V reversal every time. And he's gonna find an option, it's just a matter of time.
Well, the stage is training mode, so maybe he's just trying to lab it out live.
Yeah, he's just labbing it out right now. This is just a training session here for Packz.
It's looking like it so far.
Ixion in this corner situation, and yeah, Packz backs up. He knew that Ixion would try something like that to get out. Backed out to the exact range where he could punish it. Ixion, he wants to get out of the corner so desperately, but he's sort of, I feel like in these situations where Packz just backs up and starts baiting something out, Ixion's best option is just to start walking forward. And I know walking is not something Nash is good at, but that's just something he's going to have to start doing.
Yeah, right now we're seeing just an overwhelming amount of good choices from Packz.
Absolutely. Packz doesn't need to adapt so far, but he has been adapting. He's been improving every single game. Game 1, we said it was sort of close. Game 2, we said it wasn't overwhelming. That was a pretty convincing game right there, just then, that we saw out of Packz.
He seems to be really figuring this out. I wonder if we're gonna see a counterpick from Ixion.
Round 1.
I don't even know if Ixion has other characters that he busts out for counterpicks like this. I don't know who he would go to.
Well, I've heard the man complain, so to speak, many times about the inability to counterpick your opponent mid-set online, so it would make sense that he would have someone prepared for a bad matchup.
Okay, Packz trying to wake up by throwing some sand in Nash's eyes. Didn't quite work out for him. I like the effort.
And Packz is not whiff punishing that stand roundhouse still. Ixion seems to be using that, but what? Yeah, as you see, that's a real mix-up right there.
Oh no, I think he mistimed the upwards rock. I'm not sure he meant to do that.
I think it was just a matter of the wake-up being delayed.
Plus 3 zonk, and yeah, there's the backdash to avoid. It even avoided the medium there.
Of course, Nash has a good backdash even after the nerfs.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to avoid buttons, but apparently Packz is going to have to start frame trapping with jabs there if he wants to catch that backdash.
Seeing a good amount of jumps from Packz. I wonder if he's figured out a certain spacing where Ixion can't anti-air reliably.
Yeah, no, every time that he has Ixion cornered, Packz backs out to the range where everything would whiff. Like, he can anti-air a jump in, he can anti-air V-trigger, and he can make stuff like Bazooka Knee just completely whiff. And so he just knows that spacing, or he forces Nash to do what he's worst at and just walk forward. Okay, good V-reversal there to get out of the corner, but there goes all that V-gauge. I mean, not V-reversal, V-trigger rather.
Yeah. They're just wailing on each other right now.
Ooh, jump in. Doesn't quite get as much damage as he could have. Even went for the sweep there. Not sure what options Cody has there. Yeah. Ixion trying to overextend his pressure off of that boom, and Packz just calls it out with the jab.
Yeah, that's not... Dashing in has not done him much good so far. We're seeing the whiff punish EX zone. Just relentless pressure from Packz.
Sort of playing Nash a lot like you would expect the Rashid players to play. A lot of dashing in and out, a lot of throwing fireballs, following them in. But unfortunately, Nash just doesn't have the speed to keep up with that. Oh, okay.
That has been a consistent response from Packz for a couple games now.
Every single time he's had, almost every single time he's had Ixion on the corner, he just locks and loads that anti-air and then lets it fly, and it has connected every single time. Ooh, big crush counter. Ooh, even picks it up. I thought he was out of range.
That's very impressive right there.
Ooh, delay tech catches Packz. Apparently couldn't back up out of range far enough. Ooh.
And finally we see Ixion hit that.
Yep, there it is. Working on a stun here even. No, just lets it fly. What is that move even called?
That's a good question.
I didn't name for that. To look that up. Hook me up in chat if you know what the official name for that move is called.
So far, Packz is 4 games up and just not stopping. The Cody train is going very strong.
Double kick?
Round 1.
That does seem to be the name.
Is it crack kick? Okay. That sounds like more of a name that Cody would use. Again, Packz putting Ixion in the corner. And he's going to have to force out that V-trigger, and there it is.
No conversion of that V-trigger. That's very unfortunate.
Ixion was just single-mindedly trying to get out of the corner, wasn't thinking about capitalizing. And then immediately backs up into the corner again, and then yeah, you see the back dashes and the forward dashes, playing like Rashid out here. Just trying to make
giving up a lot of space.
Yeah, he's trying to make the most of the space, and instead he just ended up cornering himself again.
And Packz misses a punish on the forward fierce there, but it doesn't really matter.
Again, Packz connecting with that jumping medium kick at like maximum range and not really able to convert. And I'm wondering what Cody can do to confirm off of a max range jump in like that.
What a devastating anti-air kick there. And Packz has only just now built V-trigger.
Oh, good pressure off of that EX tornado. Oh!
Oh, that actually connected. But Ixion only has about 15 seconds to make it count.
Yeah, he's got to put quite a bit more damage on the board there. Oh, mistiming the throw, but still getting another one. Oh, down to the wire here.
What a kick.
Trade just narrowly in Packz's favor, and it manages to give him the round. It's gotta feel bad for Ixion.
Absolutely. Nash's slow projectile startup is definitely troubling in this matchup.
Ooh.
What a zonk.
And of course, just with that one zonk, Packz puts Ixion back in the corner, forcing him to use those precious D gauge to get out.
Another thing Ixion has been doing that gives away that he's been giving up too much space is that he's been backrolling pretty much every wake up. No attempt to contest with wake up buttons, even though Cody doesn't have that good of an O-key setup on most knockdowns and quick rise.
So we saw it again just then. Ixion uses the V-trigger to get out, connects with a counter hit crouching light, and then just sort of backs off. He's been getting good opportunities there when using that V-trigger to escape, but yeah, he's not been capitalizing. And I think he's just not thinking about it. Oh, okay. Gets the delay there, the low rock throw. I think he might get the
Gets
just
him out of the air. And again.
a double kick.
Cody.
So much mileage.
And that move, of course, is very risky to throw out on block. It is minus 29 and is crush counter punishable.
Yeah, I have not seen it get baited once. I don't even know how you would bait it because all of these situations have been almost guaranteed situations. Using it to anti-air, using it to beat EX Scythe. And it really shuts down a lot of Nash's game plan.
That's absolutely true. One thing to note is that double kick actually has 14 frames of startup. And so it might be a decent idea to do a meaty light or frame trap into one, because then, much like with Yuri and ZX headbutt, you would be able to recover in time.
With throw loops. These cannot be real throw loops, and yet they're working. Ixion trying to find anything he can take right now. Oh, big crush counter. I don't even know what got stuffed. EX Scythe? Oh, here we go.
That. He
Packz
just
found something.
Oh, and that's troublesome.
Packz, the only player I've seen who makes adaptations while he's winning, finally manages to catch that V trigger to escape the corner with a counter hit jab. And he just got the counter hit jab that time, but you can bet next time Ixion uses that V trigger to get out of the corner, Packz will convert.
This has been an impressive show of power from Packz as a player and as a character specialist. And Ixion showing a bit more forward movement.
Yeah, I've always watched Packz's Karen, but watching somebody who loves to lab out characters pick up somebody new is just really enlightening, because I'm getting to learn a lot about Cody here that I did not know previously.
There are a lot of lazy players in fighting games, and in Street Fighter V specifically. Oh, and look at that dirty fake setup.
Jump in just into the command grab. The slow command grab, you gotta find just the craziest ways to catch your opponent off guard with it. And once you start introducing that command grab in places where Ixion's not ready for it, his defense will just completely fall apart once you get him thinking about situations like that. Oh!
What a combo.
Kill.
That was sick.
That was pretty sick. I did not think he could kill off of that, and he did. Packz, the lab monster, just completely demonstrating that he knows his combo options.
Definitely. And Cody, of course, is a character which dishes out surprising amounts of damage and stun, much like his previous main, Karen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Except, unlike Karen, he optimized that without using any meter. He was about to win the game, and he still didn't need to spend any bar to optimize that combo enough to kill. That's what gets me.
Absolutely. It's a very powerful V-trigger Cody has. And it's 2 bars.
Oh, the MLB emotes in chat, Kid Cody. I love it. Cody, the Major League Baseball player. He's not a mayor. He's just a baseball champ. Big jump in. Here's the V-trigger confirmation. Just goes for a reset and it hits. Catches Ixion trying to do something. The jump back jab to avoid the throw. I actually see that a lot out of Ixion. He loves to do that jump back jab, catch somebody in that throw startup.
The advantage of jump back jab or just jumping back is that if they do a normal throw, you still get to hit them. But the disadvantage is that if they do command grab, you basically lose the punish ability. In the clutch moment right there, Packz doesn't waver at all.
No, he just knows exactly what to do. Part of that is that he just knows all of Ixion's options. He's seen them. He knows when to apply that pressure in the corner and when to just back off and bait out that reversal option.
And it's very fascinating to see, despite the fact that Packz still hasn't optimized for 100% of Ixion's gimmicks, he doesn't really need to because he has been getting so much mileage out of his own game plan.
Oh, that was interesting to see. So Packz again got that max range jumping medium kick, but he just sort of gave up on trying to confirm off of it. He knows that he's out of range now, which leads me to believe that Cody legitimately has no options there for confirming off a situation like that. Oh,
that was a very good anti-air. However, I'm not sure if it was worth it, because he still has to close out this round and then the next one.
Yeah, Ixion's had pretty good mileage out of these CAs. I think he's only had one of them get blocked so far. But they have not been winning him rounds. Ooh, misses the whiff punish on that EX zonk. Ooh, again, the the jump back jab.
Manages to take the round there. Maybe this is the start of something different.
Yeah, maybe I'm biased, but that feels like the first round that Ixion's taken in a while.
Might be the case. Oh, and another solid anti-air, but of course, something else.
Ixion's mad. You know Ixion's mad that EX Sonic Strike didn't connect for all of the hits.
Definitely.
Like, I finally take a round, and then my EX moves whiff. He's complaining about Nash right now.
Situation. And a command grab. Guess for game.
Wow! I'm not even sure what happened there. He V-triggered and then got crossed up, so the V-trigger just landed him in place, still ate the rock. Was that an intentional setup by Packz? Did Packz intentionally use that setup to bait out the V-trigger?
That's a classic Cody setup after command grab. I think it was just a bad attempt by Ixion to option select his way out of it.
I've seen that exact setup versus Nash before, and when I have seen it, I've seen the V trigger get Nash out. But that was a little bit of a different interaction there, and I'm thinking maybe Ixion just went for the wrong version of the V trigger there.
That could very well be the case.
Round one. Fight.
Again, big jump in there from Packz. Immediately forces Ixion to V-reversal out of that corner.
Just when it looked like things were getting brighter for Ixion, Packz managed to adapt back again, and Ixion just lost his footing.
Just trading turns back and forth. No punish on the sweep there.
Of course, Nash's sweep is notoriously difficult to punish properly by most of the cast. As a Balrog player, I am unfamiliar to these woes, but still.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... I don't know what hard to punish means. I could just dash punch it. Packz does have access to that EX zonk, which 15 frames is pretty fast considering how much range it has, but I'm not sure that applies to the entire range of it.
Absolutely. A lot of these EX dash moves start out really fast, but don't cover a lot of ground until much later frames. This is the case for EX Bullhead.
Judging how Packz has been just sort of giving up on those long-range confirmations off the jumping mediums, I think that Cody doesn't have any really fast options from that range. Okay, Ixion takes a round.
Right there. Huh.
Round two.
Bit of a weird trade situation, but Ixion manages to take that first round.
What a whiff punish. That was nice.
Ooh, almost makes the zonk whiff. Had a little bit of a window to stop it there, but Ixion not trying to stop that.
Very scary to do. A lot of players don't want to get counter hit in that sort of situation, so they end up just letting the opportunity fly.
Yeah, if there is an adjustment for Ixion to make, that would probably be it, to start start making those, stuffing those EX zonks instead of just trying to make them whiff that limited, those limited dashes and walk speed.
Yes, I feel like he's giving up a lot of space by trying to make them whiff, and she could instead be stuffing them. Just a jab would work.
Throws the sand. I'm not sure he meant to do that.
Yeah,
that might stuff,
be
but I don't know.
Very easy to miss input. We're seeing a dominating performance from Ixion right now. However, oh wow, what a jump back.
The jump back jab manages to do enough damage to take the win, and there we go. Ixion puts one on the board. I think it's I mean, normally when somebody puts one on the board, I'd say we have a match, but it's 7-1.
We would have a match looking kind of dire.
We would have a match if Ixion could take this next game, demonstrating that there is something that he's learned, and that there is some adjustments that he's made. So we'll see. This is the deciding factor right here. Oh, okay. We're immediately back to the lobby. Is Packz taking a moment to think now that he has the opportunity to cut back to lobby? Or I very much doubt he's going to counterpick on one loss.
Well, you know, strike the iron while it's hot, they say.
Or maybe he just wants to lab out this matchup for his Ibuki. That might be a possibility.
That would be very disrespectful.
He just wants the matchup knowledge for Ibuki. That would be... I'd be mad. But let's see what's happening. I'd like to believe that Packz is just pondering on that loss. Doesn't want to give Ixion momentum. He's trying to think about, okay, what made me lose that one? What do I do to fix it?
For sure, it's a common offline tournament player strategy to just go to character select and cool off a little bit and think about the matchup and kill the opponent's momentum.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, is sticking to Cody, sticking to VG.
Desk work just isn't my...
Round one. Fight.
All right, here we go. It's 7-1. Packz is a clear head. Cut back to lobby just to kill any momentum that Ixion might have. Okay, anti or just light kick.
Ixion's thrown out a lot more light and medium buttons in neutral, trying to stuff that Zong, maybe.
Yeah. It's not really an option yet, but that is a good habit to make if you're trying to make that adjustment.
Absolutely. He might just be testing out to see if Packz will be able to do anything about those buttons, or if he can just safely wail in the neutral.
Packz just microscape spacing forward so that he's in range for those pipe normals.
Does an unsafe string unblock, but Ixion just reversals it, doesn't want to take the risk.
Ixion sees that rock toss and he tries to jump over it. He's a little bit late on the uptake there, but I like what he was attempting to do.
What a jump back. I wonder what he was going for there.
Ooh, narrowly misses the opportunity on that whiff punish.
No punish on that sweep by Ixion.
No, yeah, I feel like that definitely could have been punished. Cody's sweep does not have that much range.
Of course, and Nash has that so bad, which I don't know how it is for him, but at least for Guile, it's a punish for most sweeps.
Oh no, the crouching medium punch gets stuffed. I did not expect that.
One hit might do it for either of them.
Big crush counter sweep from Ixion. That's the farm and it pays off.
Round two. Fight.
That might have been a very good decision there. It's not like Cody has a punish for that. Although I wonder if Super reaches.
We've seen that he has no long range fast options, so I think that he's just been using that more and more because it's safe. He's recognizing that that's a strong option against Cody.
He has to abuse all the tools he has to win.
Yeah, there it is. He gets in perfect range for that sweep to be unpunishable, and then he just goes for it.
Isn't quite able to catch the recovery frames of EX Zong.
Ooh, absorbs the tornado and still recovers in time to block that incoming Zonk.
One interesting thing to note is that a regular Zonk on block is very similar to Karin's shoulder, because while it is -2, it leaves him in a range where he can do a fake mix-up. If the opponent tries to go for a walk-forward throw, you can stuff them or whiff-punch the throw.
Ooh.
And are we going to get another victory from Ixion? Is he going to be able to close this out?
Yes.
And he is.
Ixion takes another game. Now we have a match, ladies and gentlemen.
We
He's
have a
cutting back
match.
to the lobby. Ixion demonstrates that he knows how to make the adjustments, that he's learned how to make the adjustments that needs to make at this point. And we'll see how far he can take this streak.
Now, I have to say that I can't quite see any major adjustments that he's made. They're somewhat imperceptible.
The only thing that I picked up on that time around was that I saw a lot less backwards and forwards dashing out of Ixion. He was staying a lot more grounded. And he was just sort of using his buttons at the maximum range there so that Packz couldn't really take advantage of them, couldn't make him whiff punish.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing him a lot more still in neutral.
And we're seeing some actual walking around this time. Forward dash catches Packz off guard.
Oh, nice juggle of the anti-air boom.
Oof, yeah, again with the sand. And I don't know if that has projectile canceling properties that Packz is trying to pull out, or if he's just misinputting that. Somebody in chat can let me know if they're more familiar with Cody.
Weird anti-air there, but gets him a throw.
Yeah, that is one of Nash's best air-to-air buttons. He does like Ixion does like to use that a lot, but it doesn't get him very much.
Got a misinput there from Packz.
Yeah, not sure what he's going for there.
And a nicely placed medium side.
Oh,
Seems
good
like
reflection.
Ixion is turning the neutral around. Now this is just what I was talking about. Cody players like to say that they get zoned out very easily, and Ixion is certainly succeeding in that. In these
Yeah, even with that
recent
pipe there,
games.
he was having a little bit of trouble with that that Sonic Boom.
Of course, the pipe comes with a lot of moves with very slow startup, so that's a big weakness to take advantage of.
There you go,
the
gets a little bit of
conversion.
mileage off the sand splash that time. Alright, Ixion does have that critical art and V-trigger loaded. He's going to do something.
I don't think
I
Packz
prefer
is
if he
going
was
to be
patient,
scared
but-
with this life lead.
He doesn't know how to. There we go.
That was a good bait, and now Ixion has no meter, and Packz is building a lot of it and going into
You can
the second
bet
game.
that Packz had his eyes trained on the bottom right side of that screen, and he was looking at that gauge, and he was looking at that V-trigger, and he was like, Ixion's definitely going to do something here.
There certainly has been a precedent for that. Seeing some nicely spaced booms and unsafe normals from Ixion.
This time's the throw there. Oh, he finds an answer for that V-trigger.
Punish. That was sick.
I don't know what he had to press to input that going the other way, but he got it out, and it was amazing. I think that's
That
what we've
was-
been seeing every time that Packz has hit Crouch Fierce in response to that V-reversal. He's been trying to get that EX Tornado out, and he finally found the correct inputs to get it out.
Absolute lab monster, this man. This is some desk training mode stuff, and he's pulling it out in a real match.
Desk optimal combos here, brought to you by Packz. Oof! There's the anti-air to stuff that V, or that V skill, the double kick to stuff that V reversal. That is all that he needed.
Now that has a 14 frame startup, so I wonder if that's a punish.
It looked like a punish, but yeah, I'm not sure.
There was no counter hit. And so now the score is 8-2.
Yeah,
Packz is
8-2.
able to regain his dominance, and in such a prominent way.
Yeah, stops that fire that Ixion lit with those 2 consecutive games. But I feel like for these next few games, Ixion is going to put up a lot more of a fight than we saw for the intro.
And we're seeing a lot of dropped punishes there.
Oh, Ixion giving up a little bit too much space there.
Despite the fact that Packz took the last game, seems to be that they're much more evenly matched now.
Definitely. You hate to see that EX Sonic Scythe whiff again, though.
That is painful for every person with an anti-air special.
Okay, Pack's not ready for the V reversal that time. Ixion gets safely out of the corner, but now he's just backing up very far again. I feel like he's falling back into this bad habit that he had in the first 7 games, where he immediately corners himself.
A very dangerous situation, but he finds his footing again with the sort of, kind of want to call it random, but it was an EX size. Oh, and this is dangerous. He's gonna face a real mix-up here.
Packz gets all of this pressure, and this started with an anti-air jab that he traded with. Hey, sometimes anti-air jabs are good, everybody.
And that was a genius Spanish. He didn't go for a medium, he just went for his light. Didn't like it. Everyone complains about that move.
Packz Nash's V reversal is not full strike invincible. It just appears that way because of the actual like teleportation that it has on it. It'll make buttons whiff, but it is not invincible. It does have recovery on it.
It has some invincibility, but it doesn't cover all of the recovery. Ixion is staying a full screen away right now. I'm not sure if that's going to net him any good results. Never mind, he gets a good anti-air in.
Yeah, gets that full EX Sonic sight that time around. Oh, Packz trying to trade with those tornadoes, but they're not as good as Nash's Sonic Booms. Good confirmation here. Ixion actually working on the stun.
Meter. Huh,
He's gonna
this
get
is
it.
a dangerous situation. And the crush cutter. Oh, and the optimal combo, the side switch.
Packz 1 hit away from stun, 2 hits away from death, and he finds the balls to throw out a wake, just a roundhouse to get a crush counter in that situation.
What is happening?
Oh, it wasn't enough, but that was amazing. I've never seen somebody in that situation just throw out a button like a roundhouse in the corner about to get stunned.
That was guess for game right there for both players. 2 times, and both times they were able to make correct decisions.
Yeah, Zonk in the corner here. Oh, Ixion just jumps right out.
He's not having it.
Packz was definitely looking for the CA there, and it didn't come. And I think Ixion knew it. Yeah, again, Packz no answer for that max range sweep. That is such a free option there for Nash right now, for Ixion. Oh, okay. Finds the confirm out of that V-trigger. Throws the,
What a punish.
Hi there. And yeah, great whip punish there by Ixion. Sees the rock. He's like, I'm not letting you get another one of those.
That is definitely a good use of meter right there. But Packz still with that V-trigger and a full stick of butter.
Yeah, I've never seen him. I have not seen him use his critical art once this entire set.
He has found much better uses for his meter.
Yeah. But here it is. Is it gonna connect? Yes, it does.
What a punish.
Was that a block punish on that forward fierce?
Yeah.
Wow.
Minus 14.
Just as soon as I say it, I notice that he has it. He's like, you know what? You're right. I do have this critical art. Let's use it to close out this game. And that is 9-2 here for Packz. It is closer than it was before. But Packz absolutely has the momentum on his side again.
It is actually as close as when Ixion was about to take his first game. First he was 7-up with 7-0, and now he's 9-2.
Yeah, let's see if Ixion can sort of fight off the pressure, feed off of it even.
Yeah, let's see if Ixion can be the dietologist here and get Packz to stop drinking that 7-up soda.
Ooh, stuffs the anti-air there. Once Packz tries to anti-air with a crouch fierce.
Packz's dashes are mostly going unchecked, although the same could be said for Ixion. A weird trade there.
Yeah, traded a little bit in Cody's favor there. Lets that tornado build some offense. Ooh. Goes up the Zonk there in neutral. Not sure what he was looking for.
We're seeing Ixion backdash a lot at the side of Cody's tornadoes, but he has to block them and take the falling pressure anyways, so I think it might just be sort of meaningless giving up of space.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's building the space so that he can start trading with his own fireballs, because that's where his fireballs work best, but
it's not working out.
yeah.
Oh,
The double backdash.
Doing very well right now. I wonder if he's gonna go for the chip out.
Ooh, blocks the overhead. Great awareness by Packz. He's like, I've seen enough people, I've been killed by enough Nashes to know this is coming.
What a counter hit. And that's gonna be a real mix-up right now. Ixion not going for those lows or throws. Just wants the solid pressure.
Ixion getting a little bit too ham right now. You have the life advantage. Just back off. It's the one thing that Nash is good at. There we go.
a very good jump back jab right there.
Panicked a little bit when Ixion dashed up twice when he had that health advantage, but there you go, gets the Sonic Scythe anti-air. Ooh, Packz had the right option there, but he came down with the wrong button. Didn't go for the cross-up.
Ixion going for that fake pressure right now. The -2
absorbs on the fireballs out of Ixion. Ooh. Oh, Packz was trying to do something there, but I don't think he had any options after that EX zonk.
Yeah, definitely looking a little bit lost there. But he has V-Trigger now, so as a true Cody player, shouldn't be lost anymore. He just throws it out and it works. And now as the corner pressure, Ixion has to guess for dear life. The autocorrect command grab doesn't reach.
Ooh. The rocks. Ixion does not have the critical art to whip punish that again.
Unfortunately for him, but he does have the moonsault. And Ixion just wakes up EX size and, you know, got him to start drinking that soda.
Most powerful when he's 7 down, apparently.
Well, that's not good for him then, because now he's under 6 down.
It's not a winning strategy, but we'll see if Ixion can really make the comeback happen right around now.
Well, he has scored a prestige win, and he has gone 2 beyond. We'll see if he can put up a good fight, and maybe even secure the...
Yeah, he's demonstrated that he's made the adaptations that he's needed to, but he's just too far behind at this point.
Round 1.
Yes, any mistake can cost him the set, and that's, of course, putting up some pressure. No, this is not a tournament match by any means, but still.
Yeah, at the very least, Ixion's going to walk away knowing the Cody matchup a lot better. There you go. You see Ixion again, not wanting to give up too much space here.
Another good anti-air from Ixion. He has been on point with those in the last games.
Whoa, okay. Interesting button there. Manages to counter hit. Packz very patiently just walking forward like he has been all set.
And he lands that zonk. And he goes in for the mix-up.
I love the confirm with the 2 jabs. He knows that that's what he has to do to catch a backdash. And he confirms it perfectly. There's the setup. He's going to bait. V-Trigger again. He tried, but he doesn't jump forward.
It might have been the case that Ixion used the wrong version of the trigger last time.
He definitely used the grounded version and get them on the ground.
Goes for an overhead, but Packz just used that opportunity to jump back. Doesn't whiff punish it. Lose the round.
Okay, throws out that double kick. That wasn't even an anti-air situation. Packz just did it and it worked.
That was a smart move, I suppose. Puts some pressure on Ixion's mind. Ixion being relentless right now, just throwing out a flurry of kicks and punches.
Again, he does it again. Just tries to disrupt that offense with that double kick, using it like a DP.
Absolutely putting the doubt on Ixion's mind.
Yeah, right now Ixion's thinking, why is this working? Why has he just started doing this now that he's at game point?
Well, he has the losses to spare, so why not do a few risky DPs?
There we go, EX Sonic Scythe keeps Packz from getting any kind of offense started, but there's the crush counter roundhouse. Huge damage here.
This will be dangerous. Gets that jump in combo. Oh!
Ixion's been getting so much mileage out of that jump back jab, and Packz is just... he hasn't been really wanting or trying to adapt to it.
Such an unfortunate trade right there. Could have been the game once again for Ixion.
Alright, one setup away.
Grab. Guess for game.
Wow, okay, it just goes for the full target combo and then adds the swing at the end of it. And Ixion just presses buttons a little bit too early. That easily could have gone the other way. But like you said, Packz is 6 games up. He has a lot of wiggle room to take those kinds of risks with.
Definitely a classic Cody player move. Ixion got impatient, of course, but...
Oh, Ixion has the full stick of butter, and Packz knows it. He's looking for something.
We see no punish right there. That jump back medium might have been a misinput, I wonder.
See Packz doing nothing right now? This is how he has baited every single critical art this entire set, by doing nothing. Well, not every, but this is how he's baited all the, there's 2 or 3 he's baited.
It could be the case that he's doing delay buttons, and that every single time we see him do a non-meaty button in pressure, it's just baiting Ixion's critical art. Yeah, see? That crush medium punch right there? That was delayed. He's definitely looking for it, but I don't think Ixion is gonna give it to him.
Yeah, Ixion can't afford to be taking those kinds of risks right now, so he's trying to get as much mileage as he can without having to depend on it. And now that he's finally spent that meter on the EX boom, Packz is gonna go in, and there it is. Activates the V-trigger off the EX zonk. God knows how plus that was, but he backs off.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a misinput as well.
Yeah, maybe he forgot that that Ixion didn't have the critical art option available, because that, I don't know.
Even if he did, that wouldn't have been.
That would have gotten caught, yeah.
Oh, and he's only got 10 seconds left. Oh, this is looking bad for Packz.
Uh-oh, Packz. Now he's gonna have to overcommit. Oof. Yeah, he spent that entire round trying to bait the
panic
critical
mode.
out. It never came, and that ran out the clock.
And there we go. The gap is shrinking slowly but surely.
Yeah. Ixion just has to not go ham, and then all of a sudden, Packz just breaks down. Wait a minute. Why are none of these ham options coming out?
This is the second time he's landed a 2-win streak in this set. Let's see if he can grow it.
Yeah. However, I feel like now that after a round like that, when Packz has been baiting something the entire time and it doesn't come, Packz is just gonna go full ham offense this time around.
Absolutely. It may be worth it for Ixion to sort of steal himself and just really go for those options. Have more courage.
Ooh, big whiff there on the non-EX Zonk Knuckle. No whiff punish there by Ixion.
Don't think he's looking for it. Packz has been very consistent in not whiffing the regular Zonk in most of the set. Yeah. Oh, and he goes for another beast kill.
Those have just been working.
It should be called the crack kick. Doesn't go for an activation. Looking for something different.
Okay, goes for the mix-up, and great blocks out of Packz. Just picked the direction and stuck to it and managed to get that block. Ixion hasn't been using those kinds of V-trigger mix-ups that often, but Packz was still ready for it.
Yeah, this is a mix-up you might more readily see out of Nash's V-trigger too. Ixion once again illustrating why it's unneeded. And here's with the bazooka knee. He's been doing that pretty consistently as well. I think he knows the exact spacing where it works. Packz just walking at him, slowly but surely gaining space. So much confidence.
Yeah, Packz saying in chat that he's getting a little bit of lag now. Hopefully that won't interfere with his game plan too much.
That is definitely an unfortunate side effect of European routing.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Just the Kid. Oof, big reversal critical art. Just like I said, Packz is not going to be worrying about it too much. Just as you said.
But now Ixion has no meter, although he's already up around, so it's not such a big concern.
Good neutral jump.
Oh, it's slowly becoming a concern.
There's the V reversal. I was actually expecting a V trigger out of the corner there, but Ixion just goes for the V reversal and it manages to get him out.
Looks like he was expecting Packz to not be ready, or maybe it's the connection disruption taking its toll. We'll see.
It might be. Good reaction there.
Oh, and it's just swinging at him.
There's the third one. Ooh,
tried to bait the swing.
To get cheeky and bait that swing. Says, you know what? I've got your number here, but no, you cannot beat that anti-air no matter what you do.
Such a good move.
Yeah, and that was by no fault of Ixion. That was absolutely a flawless game plan. It was just that Cody has the anti-air to answer it.
Oh, and this is guess for game. Oh, and that might
No,
be
and
it.
here we go. Match point for Packz. Looking like he might take it. He's just one mix-up away. Ooh,
Another
one
punish.
button away. Ixion does have that critical arts stock, but it's not enough to get him out of this situation. He has a huge life deficit to come back to if he wants to stay in this.
He definitely has to let loose a little bit, and I think Packz is just gonna be looking to go ham and score just a single hit on Ixion.
Yeah, as soon as he
That's
builds
all
that
you
EX Zonk, you can bet it's going to come out. There it is. Oh, just a jump in over the Sonic Boom. That's all that Packz needs to close it out. 10-4. Very good game out of both of our players today.
Ixion has put up a respectable amount of resistance, but it does seem like he needs to work on the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially that double kick. That is something that was giving Ixion an insane amount of trouble. And when used as an anti-air, I can understand. He's just sort of shuts down jump-ins. There's not much that you can do about it. But the times when Packz just started using it as a DP, it's like, okay, maybe I should look into this move and see why exactly this is working and how to start shutting that down. But thank you to both of our players for coming out. Shout outs to Ixion. Again, you can find him at Twitter at Ixion_90 or at twitch.tv/Ixion_90. I highly recommend you check out his Twitch channel and follow him. And just, check out what he thought about that matchup. Maybe listen to he's a very opinionated guy, and I'm sure that he would be more than happy to discuss that on stream. And also shout outs to Packz, aka Master Parker. You can find him at Twitter at DopeBoyPackz, youtube.com/Packz, or you can find a lot more of his Street Fighter related content at youtube.com/FrameAdvantage, where he posts all of his lab work and just like general sets with other European players. Thank you, Ras, for coming out and commentating with me. It's a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
And I learned a lot about Cody today. But yeah, hopefully we'll have these guys on again for a future exhibition if they're willing to. They were both very talented players, and I love the adaptations that Ixion made throughout the set. And Packz as well. Even though he was winning, I love the adaptations that he made while ahead. Two very talented players. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for the next exhibitions, 1st to 10.
Hey guys, we're going to send it over to FGC Jesus. We're going to send him a host. He's a really strong Fang player. And thanks, Mountain Lover. And thanks a lot, Russ.
All right. Thank you, Vinegar. Shout out to Vinegar, by the way. Our organizer. And shout out to Travisor, who was our matchmaker for 1st to 10 exhibitions. Also, shout outs to Unequaled Media for giving us on twitch.tv/CapcomFighters.